So we've learned that our thoughts create our reality, but is that necessarily true? I say no, there's more to it than that. So join me today as we explore the nature of our reality. Hi, I'm Italia Oliver, and if it's your first time to the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and hit the bell notification to be notified of the latest videos. So, do our thoughts really create our reality? I'd say to a degree, they're a part of it, and of course our thoughts are important, right? But there's more to it than that, okay? Because you could have all the thoughts in the world. You could have all these thoughts about, I'm great, or I'm this, or, today's a great day, whatever that is. But it's really your state of being inside. Do you really feel like that? So there's a really great legend, a Sioux legend, that says the longest journey you're ever going to make is from your head to your heart, right? And really what that means is you could have, let's say, I love myself. You could say that intellectually and know that thought, right? I love myself, okay? But do you really feel that inside? Do you really feel that at the core of your being? This is where this heart-centered space, like this area here, your centeredness of being, that's where feelings matter. How you feel makes a difference. And actually, it's your feelings that create your reality. Because when the vibration of your feeling changes here at this level, that's when your outer life really changes. Because you could have all the thoughts in the world, yeah, I love myself, but if it doesn't match how you truly feel inside about yourself, that's where it's going to be. And I lived that for a really long time. Yeah, I intellectually, I love myself. I did my nails. I did my hair. I, exercised. It was all of these like outwardly things, but really inside, I did not feel like either worthy or good enough, and that kind of really went back to, my childhood, which was really, really difficult, living with a rageaholic father. So for most of my life, I didn't really love myself, okay? I didn't feel worthy and all of that. And until something changed within me, how I felt here, that's when everything changed. Because I thought, I love myself and all that. I mean, I think from outward appearances, it would have seemed that way. Okay, I had a great job and just, career, just taking care of myself and all that. But inside, it was a whole other story. And I bet there's a lot of people out there that can relate to that, what I'm sharing. And so it wasn't until I vibrationally shifted here, that my thoughts actually matched what I was feeling. That's when my life totally changed. I met my husband. All of these things shifted and changed for me when I said, I am amazing, I am deserving of, let's say, a wonderful relationship and all that. But I really felt it on the inside. And once I did, that's when my life, my reality changed. My choices changed. It all came from this place of centeredness, of feeling real love for myself and real acceptance of myself. So that's where when we shift, when we bring that head and our heart and they match and we move from the head to the heart, that's where the feelings create the reality, your reality. And so I knew that, but it was, but why really is that? why is it that it's not actually just our thoughts really and it's not even really about our thoughts creating reality. It's when our shifting of our vibration and our feelings create our reality. And so understanding that is really important, because it's the intensity of your emotions, right? Your energy that is creating the reality which is around you. And why is that? Well, when I've spoken to my Spirit Song, my channeled collective, my spirit team, they've shared with me why that exactly is. The mechanics, I guess you could say, of this reality, the logistics of the why and how that really works. And I felt it was really important, and I wanted to share that with you, because when you really understand that, it really does make a difference in why working on ourselves in that way to refine and enhance ourselves. We're already perfect, right? But, why spend time nurturing and caring for this place inside of us, in this heart space, and not being so hard on ourselves and giving ourselves grace, and all of that matters? Well, there's a reason. There's actual mechanics behind all of it. And so I want to share that with you right now. Now, in this video, love and fear are not opposite. Spirit Song, my collective of angels, ascended masters, spirit guides, multidimensional light beings, and star beings, shared with you the source energy spectrum states of being visual. And if you haven't seen it yet, please check it out. It's pretty interesting, because they share with you how the nature of reality really works. But they explained that in terms of energy and intensity, love and fear are the same. So energy depends on the intensity of our state, like how strong it is or how weak it is. And remember, I was saying your state of being matters. So Spirit Song shared that fear and love exist on both sides of the continuum. Like when we strengthen the intensity of fear or love, there's states of being that are more rapid wavelengths and sources more connected energy. When we weaken the intensity of fear or love, there's states of being that are more slower wavelengths and sources more disconnected energy. So now I'm just going to give you some examples of that, just to put it in, I guess, more real time. So the more intense my love, the more rapid wavelengths I produce, which are sources more connected energy, right? But the less intense my love, the more slower wavelengths I produce, which are sources more disconnected energy. So what matters is the level of intensity, and being aware of the intensity of your feelings matter, right? Because your soul moves faster than the physical body because it's not as dense. So when you produce feelings, you're creating energy. That's big, okay? Again, I'll say that. When you produce feelings, you're creating energy. And that energy you're creating has a magnitude. So in other words, how amplified it is dependent on the intensity of your feeling. So the more calm you feel, the more rapid wavelengths you produce, which are sources more connected energy. That's why deep states of prayer, meditation, or being in nature can really help you to feel more connected to source, because you're producing more rapid wavelengths, which is sources more connected energy. So that's also why like monks and yogis, they can achieve this elevated consciousness, because it's the intensity of their feelings during prayer, meditation, or other spiritual activities that make more rapid wavelengths, which are sources more connected energy. Okay, so let's put this in your life. The next time you're feeling a certain way, just become aware of the intensity of your feeling and what you want to produce. What do you want to create in your reality? Okay, and going back to the idea that your soul moves at faster wavelengths than your body, your soul picks up the energy of your feelings at a faster rate, which is why, depending on the intensity of your state of being, you either feel more connected or disconnected from source. Now we're going to go exactly into why feelings are creating your reality and not so much your thoughts. So here's the mechanics or the logistics behind it, okay? So feelings are sound wavelengths. They create a frequency or a vibration. That's why, like, listening to music produces certain feelings, which then makes thoughts, right? Now, thoughts are different from feelings in that they're not sound wavelengths. They're electromagnetic wavelengths that carry a different type of energy called electromagnetic radiant energy. In other words, they're wavelengths of light, which is different from sound. Sound carries a vibration that's determined by its intensity. Light does not function in terms of vibration or intensity. Therefore, your thoughts don't create your reality, since reality is really based on sound wavelengths. It's your feelings that create your reality, because your feelings precede your thoughts based on their intensity. So that's why the intensity of your feelings matter, because it's what's in your heart that is creating your reality. So it's not so much about your thoughts. Again, it's what's in your heart that matters. So I hope Spirit Song's explanation really helped you understand why it's really our feelings that are creating our reality, and it's not so much about our thoughts, even though our thoughts are important, of course, but it's really about, do they match? Do our feelings and thoughts, are they matching together, right? And do we really feel that way at the core of our soul? Because that's what's really going to change your reality and your outward, and the choices that you make as well. For example, whether you're being a doormat or not, or things like that. Because when you really love yourself from here, that's when you will make better choices at setting boundaries, etc., right? So understanding that and knowing how reality really works is helpful for you, just to have that awareness. So whenever you're in a space where you're feeling like the emotions are getting the better of you, or you're stuck in a place where you're just feeling this intensity, of course we can, have our emotions, of course, and feel them and process them and move through them. But the thing is you don't want to stay stuck in those really dark places, or those nasty negative places, or those critical places in ourselves, and then you go down that rabbit hole and you can get stuck there, and it can be really ugly and sad and all of that. And so we want to try to keep our movement and keep our flow, keep our chi, keep ourselves flowing and moving, and not stay stagnant, because reality is all about movement as well. It's not about stagnation. Reality doesn't like stagnation, okay? Because that's when other things can start happening. And so becoming aware of your feeling and how you're feeling. And if you're having some trouble with just clearing your energy out, I did one of my earlier videos, actually, I did a powerful energy clearing technique video, which you can check out. That video will help you in just one of the ways to just clear your energy, because sometimes we're also it's not only our own energy, but we're picking up feelings from other people as well, especially if you're an empath. An empath is a person who just easily absorbs the energy of people and places and stuff like that. So doing that is also really important. And going back to moving from our heads to our hearts, Spirit Song and I created a course, the Stairway to Healing, to help you in moving. How do we move from our head and into our hearts? Spirit Song and I will help guide you in moving from one place to the heart, that place to your heart, because you will see that your life from that place really transforms. So if you're interested in that, I do have some Stairway to Healing videos as well on the channel. You can check that out, or you can check out my website at italiaoliver.com and check out the Stairway to Healing course. We'd love to have you. So if you liked this video, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and share. It really helps me. Until next time, take care.